Good evening, guys. A nice winter day, 2-0. We beat Brighton and we move a little bit further up the table. Frank Lampard gets his first league win at Stamford Bridge. It's been a really good week for us as it goes. Just looking at all the events during the game, let's look at the side that Frank decided to go with. Kepa in goal, Christensen and Tomori as the two centre-backs. Aspilicueta and Alonso as the wing-backs. There was a bit of talk about Rich James slotting in for Aspi, the possibility of Emerson being fit for Marcus Alonso, but he stuck with it ever was with those two. The news was, the big news that is, that N'Golo Kante wasn't fit to start or even be on the bench. So the team with regards to the midfield was Jorginho, Ross Barkley, who I thought was superb in midweek, Mason Mount, and then we went with kind of a three up top, which was Pedro, Willian and Tammy Abraham. So let's go through the actual game itself. First half we had 17 attempts on goal. That's the most attempts we've ever had in any particular half for over 10 years. But on 3 minutes there was a shout for a penalty. Mason Mount tumbling inside the box. The referee waves on 4 minutes. A minute later, from a corner, Juninho hits a volley on target, and a little flick on from Christensen. But we go close, but no goal, no breakthrough. On 6 minutes, you can see it was a good start from us. Tammy Abraham has an effort, just goes over the bar, and then on 12. William fires wide on 14. Unlucky for Tammy as he hits the post from a nice delivery from Mason Mount. 23, there's a booking for Christensen, and Alonso's booked on 31. On 35, a shot from Barkley, just deflected, just wide of the post. Barkley again, really good save by the goalkeeper Ryan, who had a really good game today. Nice ball in from Marcus Alonso. 39 minutes, little Pedro in on goal with the keeper, and one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but Ryan stood still strong, and then he shot right at the goalkeeper, and then Pedro again straight at the keeper just on the stroke of half time. No changes with regards to the second half. But on 4 minutes, we're awarded a penalty. Mason Mount is clattered inside. Referee points to the spot, and Juninho steps up and does his hop, skip, jump, and puts the ball in the back of the net. Rather interesting that was, because rewind the clock back to the Valencia game and all the ramifications with regards to Ross Barkley. And if you remember Frank's word after the game saying that that Barkley was the nominated penalty taker, it was interesting. I did ask the question with regards to the game midweek against Grimsby, because Pedro was on the pitch as well as Barkley, but Pedro stepped up and decided to take it and obviously scored. This time all three players are on the field, and Juninho stepped up, who I actually think should be our penalty taker, not because he scored a day, but I just think he's got this confident style, and fair play to him. I think he should be our nominated penalty taker. But what do you make of that, guys? Again, was there any truth in the fact that Ross Barkley was the penalty taker, or is it just something that Frank decides on the day? You know, and perhaps he's looked throughout the week. Maybe that's what they do. They take penalties, and he goes, "Yeah, you'll do for me. You're the one in the groove." Maybe he makes that decision based on training. Who knows? But Juninho steps up, and we're 1-0 up. Fantastic. We almost make it 2-0. Pedro denied by Ryan on 61. Abraham with a really good chance, but he can't slide it past Ryan and say he had a really good game, the Brighton goalkeeper. And then on 63, massive cheer as Callum Hudson-Odoi comes on. He replaces Pedro. And then 5 minutes later, on 68 minutes, Ross Barkley comes off, who gets a standing ovation. And I'm really pleased about that, because I really do like Ross Barkley. And on comes Kovacic, 72, this massive moment in the game. It was actually it was two moments. Actually, it was an opportunity which led to a corner. So they had one opportunity, and then from a set piece, this zonal marking's not working. It really isn't, and it just goes to show you can have all them attempts on goal and completely and utterly dominate the game. And then with what 28 minutes left, they get this opportunity and they get a free header. He sort of heads it down and it sort of bounces off the turf and just skims the top of the bar. And we get a real let-off there, a real let-off, you know, because that was a golden opportunity for Brighton against all odds. And, you know, imagine if we'd have drawn this game, it would have been the same sort of feeling, you know, where we dominated, totally good enough to have, you know, won the game clearly, you know, by 3-4 goals. And then we end up drawing the game. But thank, you know, goodness that he didn't take that opportunity. As I say, big opportunity for them. And then 4 minutes later, which again, pressure off William, really good ball in from Callum Hudson-Odoi, sort of played it onto him, and William sort of takes it on and then hits it. Lovely strike, 2-0, and let the party get started, because you could sense then that all the stuffing was knocked out of Brighton. I mean, we're now looking at, what, 4 minutes to go plus injury time, and we've got a 2-0 gap. That was it at the time, 3 points, nicely wrapped up. And 6 minutes from the end, Tammy Abraham comes off and Michy Batshuayi gets on the pitch. Yeah, I mean, look, it was a good performance today, really good performance, strong performance, 90 minutes performance. We got a clean sheet, which is fantastic, and we move up that table. It's nice to get a win. And, you know, we're in a nice little spell right now where, you know, these are winnable games and a chance to kind of maybe perhaps get ourselves into that top 4. And then everything feels fantastic, doesn't it, you know? But as I say, really pleased for us today, really pleased for Frank. So I'll speak to you soon, guys. Keep the blue flag flying.